Hi, sister. Thanks for getting divorced with Giorgio for me. I'm glad you realized that I was just the better woman for him and stepped aside.
Rosella, you've got some nerve contacting me like this.
What? But I just came to tell you that we turned in the marriage papers to the city hall. We're husband and wife now.
And what makes you think I wanted to know that?
I mean, this is a happiness that couldn't have been achieved without your help, so I thought I would share it with you. Oops, sorry. I forgot that you lost your own happiness because of it. Oh, I'm so insensitive, forgive me. I was just so happy myself that I forgot to think about what you felt. As an apology, I promise to find long-lasting happiness with Giorgio, so forgive me, all right?
Do whatever you want, I don't care. I don't need a cheating man who's so easily seduced by someone like you anyways. I know that you went after Giorgio because he works at a large trading company and has a large salary as well, but I pity you and all other women like you who can only find love by stealing other people's boyfriends.
Huh? What even is that? Aren't you being a bit too mean? It's not my fault that the two of us were meant for each other.
The fact that you got so angry at what I said means that you are at least a little self-conscious about it, aren't you?
Shut up! You're just jealous of me because guys don't find you attractive, but they find me attractive.
I don't want to be told something like that by someone who's only interested in hand-me-downs from other women. Seriously, have you ever even thought about it like that?
Oh, what did you just say to me? It's not my fault if guys find me more attractive than other women. And it's not like I steal their boyfriends, it's more that they come to me voluntarily.
Right. Well, I guess you're right in at least one thing. Every boyfriend you stole until now was a cheating piece of scum. To be honest, I actually think you're doing a favor to all those girls whose boyfriends you stole by taking their trash boyfriend away from them. Anyways, I need to unpack my stuff now since I moved. I don't have the time to talk with an idiot like you, so bye.
Huh? What's your deal even? Why are you acting all arrogant towards me like that? You're just the woman Giorgio threw away. I swear I'll become so happy with him that you'll start crying when you see us next. Hi, sister. You received the invitation to me and Giorgio's wedding, right? Hurry up and reply to it, will you? Oh, I guess I don't even need to tell you this, but make sure you reply saying that you'll come, okay? You see, I'm going to make you give us a wedding gift of a huge amount of money.
I got the wedding invitation through our parents' house, but why do I need to come to your wedding? Besides, all of our relatives and even your friends from our hometown know already that you stole my fiancé from me. You're still going to have a wedding ceremony despite that? I'm impressed. Just where exactly did you throw away your sense of shame? Or did you seriously just think that they wouldn't think anything of how you just stole my fiancé like that?
None of that matters as long as the two of us love each other. They'll have no choice but to accept our wedding when they see how happy the two of us are with each other.
Is that so?
Oh, that reminds me. I told you this earlier, but you're the loser of this fight, so I'm going to make you give me a wedding gift of a huge amount of money. I'm going to make you give me 30,000 euros, to be exact.
Huh? What fight?
The fight over Giorgio, of course. Once you see how madly in love the two of us are with each other, you'll just give up and give us the 30,000 euros. Who knows? You might be able to forget about all of this and move on.
I'm not coming to your wedding. Seriously, what made you think that I'd want to come, Rosella? You were always like this, never caring about how other people felt and always just assuming that the world revolved around you.
What? But are you sure you don't want to come? If you don't, you're never going to move on from this, and you're going to regret not coming.
I have no regrets over a man like Giorgio. On the other hand, I actually pity you, Rosella. To think that you're about to marry an idiot like him.
What? Just because you're mad that I stole him from you doesn't mean you can insult him like that. You're such a mean person, Sophia.
If that's what you think, then isn't it better that you just don't invite me to your wedding? After all, I am just a mean person that's not going to celebrate it anyways.
What are you talking about? There's no point in having a wedding if you're not going to be there, idiot. We're going to be hosting this wedding ceremony specifically to crown the satisfaction I received by stealing Giorgio from you. There's no point if you're not there to see it, right?
Huh? So this wedding ceremony is going to crown your idiocracy then? All right, then I think I'll plan a little something of my own too.
Oh, so that means you're going to come to the wedding, right? Please show me your best pitiful loser face at the wedding, okay? We'll give you a seat at the front row at the wedding reception. Look forward to it, all right? Hey, Sophia! The day is finally here, isn't it? Today is me and Giorgio's wedding! Finally, I've been waiting for this day so long. I hope you brought the 30,000 euro wedding gift as promised. Oh, and just like I told you, you're going to be sitting in the front row at our wedding reception. I thought that if I didn't do that, then you would probably just try and hide in the back, but I'm not going to let my own sister do that at my wedding. All right, I'm going to be changing into my wedding dress for Giorgio now, so see you later. Try not to throw a tantrum when you see the two of us exchange vows, all right? Sophia, what do you mean you aren't at the wedding venue? Canceling without a notice is considered impolite, you know. And it's not just you, even. Why is 90% of the people I invited not here? But they said that they would come. Even Mom and Dad aren't here. Our aunt and uncle and our cousins as well, and none of them came. Hold on. Is this your doing, Sophia? Did you tell all of them to reply to my wedding invitation saying that they'd come but not actually come to the wedding or something? You were supposed to give me a wedding gift of 30,000 euros, right? And to think I was planning on using the money I received from everyone's wedding gifts to pay for the wedding. I need your 30,000 euros especially. Jesus. It's fine if you don't come to the wedding anymore. Just deposit the 30,000 euros to my bank account. Sister, sorry, but I actually need you to give me 50,000 euros now. I'm adding 20,000 euros as an alimony for ruining our wedding, which was supposed to be the start of our happiness.
Speaking of alimonies...
Oh, Sophia! Finally, you replied. So, like I already said, I need you to deposit 50,000 euros to my bank account.
I'm not going to be giving you any money, Rosella. On the other hand, though, when are you going to pay the alimony that you owe me?
What? What in the world are you talking about?
Did you forget that I asked both you and Giorgio for an alimony of 30,000 euros? You see, Giorgio told me to wait until you two had your wedding, but that's today, isn't it? Can I take that to mean that you're going to pay the alimony as soon as possible?
What? But I don't know anything about that.
Oh, so you didn't hear anything from Giorgio?
No, he didn't tell me anything about an alimony. Besides, why do we even have to pay you an alimony in the first place? I mean, Giorgio is your ex-fiancé, right? And since now the two of us are married, he's also your brother-in-law. You're seriously going to be so evil and heartless as to make a family member pay you an alimony? You're a sick person, Sophia.
You've got some nerve calling me sick after you just stole my fiancé and are now asking me to give you 50,000 euros as a wedding gift. It doesn't matter whether it's my sister or not. I can legally ask an alimony from you two for Giorgio cheating on me to be with you instead.
Huh? But I already told you that it's not my fault that the two of us were meant for each other. What is so wrong about wanting to be with your soulmate?
Your soulmate, huh? Well, I guess you've lasted longer with Giorgio than any other boyfriend of yours until now. It's still only been a few months, though, so we'll see. Hold on, don't tell me. But did you think that you would somehow be able to get away without having to pay an alimony if it's your sister's fiancé you stole? Did you think that you were so lucky he was my fiancé or something?
I mean, you're my sister, and you're Giorgio's ex-fiancé as well. I thought that alimonies didn't work when the person you were asking one for was your family.
Just where did you get that information? Seriously, you know you could have just looked it up on the internet or something, right? It doesn't matter who it is. If they cheated on me, of course I'm going to make them pay me an alimony. This is your apology for betraying me, and the thing that will crown my revenge towards you.
What do you mean, crown your revenge? But me and Giorgio were supposed to find happiness. You're going to be so mean as to ruin that for us?
Yes. Sorry, but I'm no saint that's going to just forgive you two for what you did, Rosella. Besides, who doesn't want 30,000 euros? And seriously, you're the one who's going to call me mean? Didn't you just try hosting a wedding ceremony as a way to crown your superiority over me, but ended up failing miserably? I got off topic, though. Just tell me, when are you going to pay me the alimony?
Don't ask me. I didn't hear anything about this.
Fine, then ask Giorgio when he's going to pay the alimony.
You go and ask him yourself.
Yeah, but it's going to be such a hassle for me. You're with him right now, aren't you? Just go to where he is right now and explain the situation to him.
But Giorgio said that there was somewhere he needed to go first, and I haven't seen him since arriving at the wedding venue. I'll ask him when I get home. Could you just forget about the alimony we owe you? You see, about the 30,000 euros I was supposed to pay you for your alimony, I used it to pay for the wedding expenses.
What?
I told you about how almost none of the people I invited to the wedding actually came, right? And how because of that, I didn't get as much money as wedding gifts that I had expected. I was counting on that money to pay for the wedding, but it didn't come, so I started looking for some money when I found an envelope with 30,000 euros in cash in Giorgio's bag. I thought to myself, oh, so he already had the money to pay for the wedding prepared then. And so I gave that money to the staff at the wedding venue, and...
So you gave his money to the hosters of the wedding venue without even asking Giorgio first what it was, huh? That was supposed to be the money he would use to pay for the alimony I was asking from him, I suppose.
Yeah. He got mad at me because he said he was intending on handing over that money to our parents' house on the way home from our wedding. But the wedding expenses were 30,000 euros as well, and I didn't know about the alimony, so it was only natural to think it was the money for the wedding, right? I mean, anyone would have done the same thing in my position.
Actually, I think that most people wouldn't just take 30,000 euros from their partner's bag and just hand it over to someone else without their permission first. Because judging by what you just told me, you just looked around in Giorgio's bag and took his stuff without asking him, right?
But he's my husband. His money is my money as well now, right?
Well, not exactly. Based on what I heard from another person, it seems that Giorgio sold some of the more expensive plastic models in his collection to get that money. But even that still wasn't enough, so he borrowed money from some of his friends as well to get that 30,000 euros.
What? But I thought that he was rich. He works at a large trading company, doesn't he?
Well, apparently, I guess not. He was always careless with his money, now that I think about it. By the way, apparently he believed you when you told him that you would take care of the wedding expenses on your own. But the truth was that you were just relying on the 30,000 euros I was going to give you, right?
But I didn't hear anything about this prior. How should I have known?
So did you talk to Giorgio about what you were going to do about the 30,000 euros you owe me? You guys are married, so it's probably not going to be a case of theft, but I heard that Giorgio got all giddy about his marriage with you and made a huge mistake during work, getting fired for it last month, right? Isn't that why he didn't have the money to pay off the alimony immediately? It seems like you're in a pretty difficult situation right now. Giorgio is currently unemployed and looking for a new job, while you don't even have the slightest intention to look for a job yourself. Yet you have to pay me 30,000 euros by, well, today.
You don't need to remind me. I already know that I'm in a difficult situation. I think we might even get divorced soon. What is his problem, even? I mean, he's the one who works at a large trading company, not me. Shouldn't he have just paid for both the wedding and the alimony like it was nothing?
I'm not interested in your marital affairs, Rosella. Complain to him about that, not me. The fact that you still owe me 30,000 euros hasn't changed.
What? You're still going to make us pay 30,000 euros when all of this other shit is happening to me?
Of course. It's none of my business what's currently happening to you.
But I don't have any money.
Like I said, that's none of my business. You'll just have to get it somehow.
You're being so mean, Sophia. I thought you were my sister.
We were only ever sisters by blood, Rosella. I remember ever since you entered elementary school, you would always tease me for being ugly, and that continued all the way to, well, now. Besides, it's your fault for hosting a wedding ceremony even though you don't have any money.
What? So what if we had a wedding ceremony? You're not going to let us even do that? Who do you think we are? Some sort of couple in poverty?
But didn't you just say yourself that you didn't have any money? Neither of you currently have a job as well, so if that isn't poverty, I don't know what is. The truth was that you didn't have the money to pay for the wedding, yet you still made plans for it, right?
But not having a wedding isn't benefiting of us when we're a couple who was about to find long-lasting happiness. Besides, I was counting on the money I would receive from the wedding gifts. It's not my fault. It's everyone else's fault for not coming to my wedding and giving me money.
But have you even thought about why almost nobody came to your wedding?
How should I know that? Tell me, why is it that no one came then?
Isn't it because you loved stealing other women's boyfriends? You stole boyfriends from several of your friends, right? Not only that, but this time you stole your own sister's fiancé. It's the same with Giorgio. We had a lot of mutual acquaintances, and so most of those cut ties with him when they found out about what he did. Not only that, but apparently he told his friends that got mad at him for cheating on me that you're just jealous because I'm popular with young women while you're not. Which obviously didn't help the situation. Seriously, why did I ever get engaged with an idiot like him? What made you think anyone wanted to celebrate your wedding?
But everyone said that they would come in the reply to the invitation.
Oh, so did they all cancel at the last moment or something? That is a bit strange, I guess, but I guess they were all just trying to bully you or something. I mean, you do have a lot of enemies, right? I guess that's none of my business, though. Just make sure to pay me that alimony, all right? It's already past the due date, so I'm going to hire a lawyer to handle this from now on. Oh, and I'm not considering lowering the amount even by a cent. I kindly ask for your cooperation. Bye then.
But, Sophia!
I was a bit curious as to whether the people Rosella invited and replied saying that they would come to the wedding actually planned a mass last-minute cancellation, but apparently that was actually what happened. The first set of wedding invitations came back mostly with replies that they wouldn't come. It seems that Giorgio gave up at this, but Rosella was a bit more stubborn and invited basically everyone she knew, including former classmates from elementary school. That's how some people who had a grudge against my sister in our hometown found out about her wedding. And so apparently they planned that they would all reply saying that they'd come, but cancel at the last minute. Anyways, this and that happened, and in the end, Giorgio and Rosella could no longer pay for the alimony I was asking of them. This time, they sold Rosella's brand clothes and bags and stuff, and even sold her car. Even that wasn't enough, so they had to take on a loan to somehow gather the 30,000 euros that they needed. The day after they finally paid off the alimony they owed me, the two got divorced. That didn't change the fact that they were still in debt, so now the two of them live their separate lives of poverty, working all day, every day to pay off their loans.
Hey, Anna! Thanks for what you did for me. I really appreciate it. I'm probably going to ask you to do the same thing for me next year as well. Lisa, would you please stop? I never even said it was okay in the first place. It's not fair for your children either. I'm sure they don't want to spend the entire summer break at their relative's house. I'm sure that they want to spend some time with their mom and dad, don't you think? How do you know? Aren't you just guessing? You've never even raised a child before. How would someone like you know how they feel? It's true that I've never had a child of my own, but Tom and Mina both looked like they missed you. I tried to take them to as many places as possible so that they would have a fun summer. Still, they looked really upset towards the second half of the summer break. They'll be completely fine. We're going to spend the next 11 months living together, so I don't think they're going to be upset for long. It's better to make them miss me anyway. They'll behave and listen to me better that way. I'm sure you'll find out for yourself in the future. I didn't leave them with you for that long anyway. You ditched them at my place for an entire month. I think that's a very long time, especially for the children. Ditched? You make it sound so much worse than it was. Me and my husband wanted some time to ourselves to enjoy our summer vacation together. All I did was ask you to look after them while we were gone. I might be your sister-in-law, but this is just taking things too far. I didn't even say that we would be able to look after them for you. You just forced them on us. Do you not like them or something? You think that they're just a burden, don't you? I can't believe that you thought so badly of them. They're going to be so sad when they hear this. I never said anything like that. Stop twisting my words. I just want you to think of us before forcing them to stay with us. Me and my husband can't make any plans for yourself because of what you do to us. Tom and Mina also get really upset about staying with us every single year. I don't care if they're upset or not. I always make sure to explain to them why they're staying with you. It's not like I'm abusing them or getting angry at them. Would you please stop making it sound like I did something bad? That's not what I'm trying to do. It's just that we can't look after them for an entire month every single year. It's not fair for any of us. Well, then how about you tell the two of them directly about this when they come to stay with you next year? You can tell them to go and find another place to stay because you don't want them. Why don't you get what I'm trying to say? That's not what I meant at all. They're both really sweet and I love them a lot. Stop trying to make excuses. You're just trying to say that they're a burden in a nice way. I feel so sorry for both of them having to spend an entire month with an evil woman like you. That's enough. I don't want to talk with you anymore. I thought that you would at least thank me for looking after them, but it doesn't seem like you're capable of doing that. It feels like I'm talking to a brick wall. You don't understand anything that I tell you. You're the one that's making things difficult. I hope you try to fix your personality and the way you talk to people by next year. Hello, Anna. I'm so sorry for all the trouble she has caused you over the years. It's really okay. It's not something that you should be apologizing for anyway. We thought that you were looking after Tom and Mina every year because you wanted to. We're so sorry. It's okay. There was no way for you to know. Lisa lied to you and said that I was unable to have children, right? It would kind of make sense why you would think that I wanted to look after them for an entire month. I was really shocked when I realized that was all a lie. I can't believe what she was doing. Anyway, we're going to be looking after them this summer, so you should plan out the summer for yourself. It's been a while since you've had a free summer, right? Now that you're divorced from Andrew, I guess you can spend the summer doing whatever you want to. I'm sorry for causing a lot of trouble for you and your family. You were always on my side and very kind to me. Thank you so much for that. It's no problem at all. You really did nothing wrong. Andrew and Lisa are the ones that caused you trouble. We should be the ones apologizing to you. They tried to force you to do all sorts of things just because you were a housewife. I'm really thankful for what you did to me. If you didn't force him to sign the divorce papers, I don't think I ever would have been able to get away from him. Please stop thanking me for what I did. It was the right thing to do. You were the one that had to go through all the pain and suffering. I hope that you can live freely and enjoy your life from now on. Thank you. I'll do my best to live a happy life from now on. I actually enjoyed spending time with Tom and Mina, though. They're both really cute and funny. It makes me sad to think that I won't be able to see them anymore. If that's the case, then you should visit us over summer. I'm sure that they'd love to see you, and I would love to see you too. I think that I would really enjoy that. I wanted to visit you in previous summers, but I just didn't have the time. It's okay. You don't have to worry about it. I know that you were busy looking after them. I was a little curious as to what Mike thought of her making me look after their kids over the summer. I thought that he was a very caring and good father. Yeah, I'm a little curious too. Maybe he was being tricked by her like I was. I'll explain everything to him when I get the chance to talk to him. Either way, you don't have to worry about any of this anymore. Leave it all to me. Okay, thank you so much. Please let me know if you ever need my help. I'll come over to see you guys in August. That's great. We'll all be looking forward to seeing you. Hey, Anna. How are you? I kind of need to ask you a favor. I want you to look after my kids from today. Wait, what? Are you serious? There's no way I can do that. It's way too sudden. It's kind of an emergency. I left them both outside of your apartment, so can you let them inside? What did you just say? Are you insane? How could you do that to your children? Where are you even going all of a sudden? Couldn't you have taken them with you? No, I can't take them with me, unfortunately. I'm going on vacation from today. We were meant to go a little later, but the flights were so cheap today. And make sure you don't tell anybody about this, okay? Not even Mike. Wait, what? Aren't you going on the vacation with him? Yeah, I am. It's just that he's not really in a good mood recently. I don't really want you to talk to him about this, okay? You better listen to what I say. Please find someone else to look after them. I'm not even home right now, and I won't be for a while. You should have asked me in advance if you really needed me to look after them for you. Why are you being so difficult about this? I'm asking you because you've looked after them plenty of times before. I'm going to be asking you the same favor again in the summer. I need you to look after them for a month like always. You're a housewife and don't have kids. You must have plenty of free time. Also, you're my stepsister, so you should be happy that you get to help out a family member. Actually, I'm not your stepsister anymore because I got divorced from your brother. Wait, what? You guys got divorced? Yeah. The reason I'm not home right now is because I was handing in all our divorce papers. The divorce is official now, so we're pretty much just strangers to each other. You can't be asking me for favors anymore. We're no longer family. Also, I don't really want to stay in contact with you anymore, so please stop texting me so often. Are you serious? You guys got divorced? That's so annoying. None of that matters right now. Do you realize what's going on? You need to go and pick up your children before something happens to them. It's already dark outside and you just left them there, right? They must be really scared. I can't go and pick them up anymore. It's too late to turn back now. I'm sorry, but would you be able to go and pick them up instead? I don't know who else to ask. I told you I have other things to do, so I'm not going home for a while. It's still going to be a couple of hours before I can go home. You must still be close by, so turn around and pick them up. They must be really scared and worried. You need to cancel your vacation. That's not possible. I am definitely going on this vacation. I think they'll be fine being left there for a couple of hours anyway. You can let them inside when you go back home. Are you serious? I thought that you were their mother. That's it. I've had enough. I'm going to contact Mike and tell him to go and pick them up. What did you just say? You can't do that! Don't you dare! Why are you panicking all of a sudden? I know that he actually cares for them and will go to pick them up immediately. I'm calling him now. Stop! Don't call him! I'm going to go and pick them up right away! I'll do as you say, so please don't say anything to him about this! Are you sure? Yes, I'm sure! I've turned around and I'm going to go and pick them up. Why are you acting so weirdly? Isn't he the one driving the car you're inside right now? He knows about what's happening, right? Of course he knows, so don't worry. It's just that he resorts to violence when he's in a bad mood. He does? I didn't think he was that kind of person. I panicked because I'm really scared of him hitting me again. I'm sorry that I panicked and said some weird things. I'll go and pick up my children as soon as possible. I really didn't know about that at all. I'm sorry that you had to go through that kind of trauma. It's okay because I'm used to it. To tell you the truth, I actually wanted to take Tom and Mina with us on our vacations in the summer. The only reason why I leave them with you is because he wants to go on vacation without them, and he doesn't like it when he doesn't get his way. I see. I didn't know about that. I'm going to leave you to pick up Tom and Mina, okay? Please go and pick them up as soon as you can. I'm on my way. emergency! I can't find them anywhere! They've disappeared from where I left them! What do you think I should do? Do I need to report that they're missing to the police?
It's okay. You don't need to worry about them. They're with Mike right now as he went to pick them up.
What did you just say?
I called him just in case, and to my surprise, he picked up immediately. I thought that he wouldn't answer because he was driving the car. I told him about the entire situation, and he was really shocked about it all. He told me that he would immediately go and pick them up. I was so confused because I thought that he was with you.
Are you telling me that you knew what was happening?
No, I really didn't know. I called Mike as soon as you told me that you had left them outside my apartment. He was about to get on a train to another city for a work trip. I managed to contact him just before it was too late. He immediately canceled his schedule and went to pick them up.
So you're telling me that you knew that he went to pick up the kids already? Why did you make me turn around if they weren't going to be there when I got there? You wasted so much of my precious time!
I only did that so he could check who you were planning to go on vacation with. I'm pretty sure it's another man, right?
Wait, what? Are you serious? Is he waiting for me around here?
He told me that he was going to take some photos as evidence. He said that he wanted to hit you in the face, but that would put him at a disadvantage in a lawsuit.
Where is he? Are you sure that he's here?
It's already too late for you. He just told me he got the photos. The text messages that you sent me are also very good evidence as well.
You guys set me up for this! I can't believe it! How long did it take you to plan this all out?
We didn't plan any of it. How are we supposed to know that you would suddenly drop off the kids in front of my apartment? All of this happened because of what you did. If anything, you should be angry at yourself.
I am not going to forgive you for this. You better be prepared for my revenge.
I didn't do anything wrong, so I wouldn't bother trying to do anything to me. Either way, I'm glad that we managed to get some solid evidence of you cheating and treating your kids so badly. You really should stop lying about everything as well.
I didn't do anything wrong. I also never lie. What are you talking about?
I know that you were telling your mom that I was unable to have children even though I loved them. You were telling that same lie to Mike as well, right?
You knew about that?
Yes, I did. I actually enjoy taking care of Tom and Mina, as they're both very sweet. What I didn't like was the story that you made up about me. You made it sound like I was begging you to have them over at my place for the summer. Mike told me that he was planning to complain to me about it this summer. He was going to say to me that he wanted to spend the summer vacation with his children, and that he wanted me to stop asking to have them over.
Okay, I'm sorry that I lied to them about that. I was getting tired of taking care of the kids all the time, so I wanted some time to ourselves for the summer breaks. That's the only reason why I had to lie.
Apologizing to me at this point isn't going to change anything. You should probably apologize to your husband before apologizing to me. You've been cheating on him.
I'm not cheating on him. I just happened to be catching up with an old friend.
Stop with the lies already. You were planning to spend the night with the guy as soon as you found out he was going to be gone for a work trip. The only thing stopping you was the children, so that's why you abandoned them. You really are a terrible person. I feel sorry for the rest of your family.
Shut the hell up! Did you just call me a terrible person? You better watch your mouth. I was getting stressed out at home and needed some time to relax.
I'm not saying that you shouldn't rest and relax from time to time. I'm telling you that it's not okay to abandon your children and cheat on your husband.
I guess you're right about that. I'll admit that maybe what I did today was a little wrong. Humans make mistakes all the time, so I think I deserve to be forgiven.
You're making it sound like you're the victim.
I apologize for what I did to you, and I'll make sure that it never happens again. Would you please forgive me?
I will not. I know that you want me to talk to Mike so that he would forgive you. I am no longer part of your family, so I will not interfere with private matters. You need to talk to him directly and sort this out between yourselves.
I'm begging you to talk to him. I know that he won't forgive me if I ask for his forgiveness. I know I screwed up. Help me, please.
I'm sorry, but I can't believe any of the words that you say. If you do really feel sorry for what you did, then I suggest that you start by trying to improve your trashy personality. She was asked to get a divorce from Mike the very next day after it all happened. She also lost her parental rights for Tom and Mina. He demanded that she pay for child support and tuition for both the children. She didn't have any savings and had to borrow money to start paying him what she owed him. She tried to ask the guy that she was sleeping with for help, but he ran away as soon as she got divorced.
She had nowhere to live and her entire family cut ties with her. She ended up moving out of the city soon after, and currently I have no idea where she is. Tom and Mina were taken in by Lisa's mother. After a little while, Mike moved in with them, and they are currently all living together. I visit their house from time to time, and they all seem to be living a happy life together. The two kids have grown so much every time I visit them. I'm really glad that they no longer have that toxic person as their mother. It's nice to see them really smile from the bottom of their heart. Looking back, I'm glad that I called Mike right away when she had left the kids out in front of my apartment. What a difference one phone call can make.